From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Monday, August the 29th, 2022. As a possible return to the Iran deal seems to be nearing, Israeli Prime Minister Yair Lapid once again made Israel's position very clear. Lapid held a press briefing for the foreign media yesterday, saying for over a year, the state of Israel has put up a broad diplomatic fight to prevent the re-signing of the nuclear deal with Iran. The head of the National Security Council, Lapid said, returned this weekend from Washington, and our defense minister, referring to Benny Gantz, is there right now. We are making a concerted effort, Lapid said, to ensure the Americans and Europeans understand the dangers involved in this agreement. This deal is not a good deal. It was not a good deal when it was signed back in 2015. Today, the dangers it entails are even greater. Lapid added that the state of Israel is not opposed to an agreement. We can reach such an agreement if a credible military threat is put on the table. And Lapid said, if an agreement is signed, it will not oblige us. We are not a party to it, and it will not limit our actions. We will be ready to act to safeguard Israel's security. The Americans understand that, Lapid said. The world understands that, and the people of Israel should as well. There are reports that Lapid will be speaking to President Joe Biden over the phone in the next few days, and reports that the two might meet face-to-face on the sidelines of the UN General Assembly next month to discuss the issue. And today, Lapid met with former Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, briefing the opposition leader on the nuclear agreement with Iran and the diplomatic and security activity Israel is leading to influence the matter, Lapid wrote, as well as additional national security issues. Lapid saying on issues of national security, there is no opposition and coalition in Israel. Israel is strong and will work together to safeguard our security interests against anyone who tries to harm us. Meanwhile, the Times of Israel reports Iran's President Ibrahim Raisi told a press conference today that no deal would be agreed to if inspectors of the IAEA, the International Atomic Energy Agency, continue to investigate man-made uranium particles or traces found at undeclared sites in Iran. And Raisi threatened Israel, saying that if it takes action to destroy Iran's nuclear program, we'll see if anything from the Zionist regime will remain or not. Israel's President Isaac Herzog addressed the Iran issue during his and First Lady Michal Herzog's official visit to Switzerland today, where Herzog met with Swiss President Ignacio Cassis and said, "I call upon all governments to oppose the Iranian nuclear program in no uncertain terms." Iran, he said, has sworn itself to Israel's destruction and is working tirelessly to destabilize our region and the entire world. The heart of Herzog's visit, he said, is a historic milestone, the 125th anniversary of the first Zionist Congress in Basel, which was a formative event, he said, for the Jewish people and for humanity at large. Zionism, Herzog said, is the ideal combination of Judaism's deepest roots with groundbreaking innovation and entrepreneurial spirit. As the president of the nation-state of the Jewish people, I am astonished and filled with pride every day anew at the sight of Herzl's vision coming to life in front of our eyes. And I feel the heavy duty and responsibility for the future of the state of Israel and the Jewish people. Herzog gave the keynote address at the commemorative event, which kicked off yesterday and is being organized by the World Zionist Organization. Herzog spoke tonight at the historic Stad Casino, the same hall where the 1897 gathering was held, with thousands of delegates from around the world taking part this year. Taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Monday, August the 29th at 7 o'clock. It's The Wisdom of Dr. Ruth. At 7:30, Joel Chasnoff hosts a community town hall discussion with 3 soldiers who are in the IDF by choice and who respond to questions from their FIDF supporters about the motivations, challenges, and benefits of serving to protect the Israeli people. At 8 o'clock, Rabbi Aryeh Lightstone, a minor official in the Trump administration who played a role in cementing the Abraham Accords, talks about his new book, Let My People Know, the incredible story of Middle East peace and what lies ahead. At 9, it's part 1 of Mark Golub's Sit Down with Tal Keenan. At 10, Jewish humor from the 92nd Street Y. And coming up next, former Israeli diplomat Shahar Azani, who is senior vice president of JBS, discusses the various political intrigues surrounding Netanyahu and the joint Arab list as Israel prepares for a 5th round of elections this November. That's with Rabbi Mark S. Golub on tonight's In the News. And that's the JBS News Update for Monday, August the 29th, 2022. I'm Teisha Bader. Stay healthy, stay well.